Those of you who don't know what the achievement gap is, that's the educational performance of African American students versus their mainstream counterparts. Here's a doozy for you. You might think that if you're a low-income African American student, that the disparity is wide and significant versus your white mainstream counterpart. That is in fact true. But guess what? Even if taking income aside, so even middle-class African American students, there's a significant educational gap between them and their mainstream counterparts. So when you start taking the fact pattern and releasing all the variables you think you might naturally come to the fore around where they come from or their economic situation of their family, you will find that these disparities persist. And at the turn of the 20th century, there was a scientific theory called eugenics, which effectively said, oh, this has to do with their brains and intelligence. And that theory has since long been debunked. So once you take all that nonsense science out of it, right, and you build in the capacity of what looks like either generational poverty or generational wealth over significant periods of time, you begin to understand why these disparities persist. And the only thing you can do to bridge that gap is to begin to infuse not only economic resources, but a different narrative about our capacity as American citizenry, which is why, again, I think CommonBondz, while new, is really important in that way, because it won't just change because some administration, whether it be at the local level or national level, says, here's all this money to go fix it. We have to change the discussion of how we are interacting one with another, and we got to be very honest with how we do that.